It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Boise State's offense will go to work first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them...
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Phelps. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The run from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running behind that left side. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down.
And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on it.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On the move at the 30. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the offense.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Try to get it to the edge. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game. And the Wolverines are rolling down the field. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This offense needs to put together a scoring drive to keep up, trailing 14-6. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. Looking for room at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown Broncos! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one. With that touchdown, this guy looks like the real deal.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up, back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're facing a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that shot.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Sets up the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Western Kentucky. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn it on the Jets, making the big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He'll do it himself. Runs through the tackle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this off.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They're going to run it. Turning it on. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. Right back to him on the ground. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. And he goes out of bounds short of the marker. I don't think he got close. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Broncos have moved it inside the 20. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to scramble. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
They'll immediately call timeout. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on third. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a three spot on the board. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. The lead is now back down to 9. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that Smurf turf, sign me up for another half in Boise. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above the Smurf turf.
They'll open the second half with a run. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D to the ground to try to move the chains. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? And the coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup won up.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From the gun. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. An 84-yard drive there. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run play action. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Pulls it in. It's Phelps. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Ball State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Defensively, with all the space now in spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you. Running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or wacky? This head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Finds a man on the left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Split backs here. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Made it harder on themselves on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 9.
A nice job by the defense. 1st and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, gotten them.
Touchdown, Boise State! Put it in the window for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Broncos are threatening in the red zone. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Touchdown, Broncos! A great catch and run for 6.
I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, and if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. To the ground with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. He leaves it with his back. Turns it on in midfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. That's the 20. He's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hard running there. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tight end now in motion. Gives it on the option. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And his throw is incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's reeled in. It's Phelps. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air on second down. Pulls it in. And midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go back to the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The blue turf wobbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. They'll try to run for it. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they're after him. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game home or as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's going to have to happen a couple of different times if you're going to win this game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say,
throws toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are, but when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.